Hi everyone, it's Miss Hoskins. I'm here today to tell you about my favorite book, Rosie, Revere, Engineer. I love this book because Rosie's just a normal girl sitting in a classroom and she comes across some problems in her world and she comes up with these fabulous inventions to try to solve those problems, and she uses some recycled materials, she uses trash, whatever she can find, and she comes up with these really creative solutions to these problems. I love that the moral of this story is to never give up, always keep trying, and I love that she's like super creative. So one of the things that she creates is a Rosie copter, which is kind of like an airplane but helicopter made out of recycled materials. So there's an engineering design challenge that comes with this book that maybe we can put in our library, or I can send out to teachers so that you can try it. I've tried it a lot and I love it. And this is a Rosie copter. So a Rosie copter, there's a picture there, just a simple paper, okay, and try it out, see if it flies. So you throw it like a football and you see if it flies. Maybe not the best design. So what I did was I tried something else. I took the Rosie copter. I made it a little slightly different design, but it still got the propeller blades. And I added some weight to it to see if that changes how it flies. And the way that I tested this, guys, because you always want it to be measurable, was basically how long it would fly if I threw it the exact same way. So how long does it stay in the air was one of my testable hypotheses. I added weight to it. I made it super small, okay, super small rotocopter. I've also gone like into the kitchen and just found random materials that I wanted to try it with. So I've tried it with wax paper that you would put cookies on to dry. I've tried it with tin foil, cardstock paper, which is just a little bit thicker than normal paper, and I just tried different things to see what the results would be. Can I get something that flies better than the Rosie copter? Can I get something that spins more circles maybe? You know, just observing the different things based on the different materials that I use. So one of the fabulous bonus materials that comes with Rosie, Revere, Engineer. But also, I love this story because you can actually watch it being read to you from an astronaut. So the astronauts at the International Space Station do a website called Storytime from Space, and they'll just read different books, and Rosie Revere was featured on that, and so an astronaut will read you this book from space, which I think is super cool. Also, Rosie in her class, she has two classmates, Iggy Peck, architect, which I'm sure you can guess what he likes to focus on, which would be architecture, and then Ada Twist, scientist. So all three of these books are available in our library. I would encourage you to try any of them. And if you really love them, there are bonus materials for each one of them. So I would recommend this book to anyone. I love it. I love that it focuses in on math, science, engineering, and I would challenge you to read all three in the series because they are classmates and they all have specific skills that they focus on. Thank you.